What's up, everybody? My name is Kyphxr, and welcome back to Hytale. We have finally imported our Minecraft base into Hytale. It looks pretty sick. I've been doing a lot of like boring work. I've slowly been filling this out with actual workstations and chests. So this is where our main base is going to be here. This is sort of in like the heart of the ship here. Actually, I guess it's underneath the ship itself. If we come up the staircase, it comes out on the deck of the ship. Now, like I said, I'm probably gonna have to add the glider into the high-rise mod because obviously this base was very much intended to be used with elytra. So this area up here is kind of not very useful at the moment because there's no easy way to access it other than swimming all the way up to this floor with the water tunnel and then going all the way up. So I mean, I guess we could just put a teleporter up there, but I think the plan today is gonna be to pretty much move all of move everything from our starter base over here into our new base over there. I still need to figure out a better setup for how to do this. Wait, will they get angry at each other now? I've never seen the skeletons fight each other, but he like turned around and went to fight the archer. Is that everybody? Is there any mages? I was gonna say, you guys are the one, like, the ones I actually want. You drop crystals. I have so many bone fragments and linen scraps. I mean, I guess I do have a shit ton of crystals. Oh, you're back? What are you doing back here? But anyways, like I was saying, I think the plan today is going to be to move all of our stuff from this base over into the new base. And we're going to start with the bunker down here because I really need to get rid of this teleporter because we're at our teleporter limit, and this is like a stupid one because there's one right up there. The only reason this is here was just for a quick way to dump all of the cobblestone from the perimeter. That being said, I think we're going to leave most of this for now because I don't really want to move all of that. So we're just going to take the ores and we're going to leave all of the cobblestone because I don't care. But then I also began building a storage. Wait, did a fish spawn in? That's really funny. I began building a storage room here, and this is directly under the main floor base here. If we come up here, we're like directly underneath, so all of these can reach all of these chests. And then you can see I'm sort of organizing it here. This is going to be the stone, this is going to be the wood, this is going to be food, this is going to be like plant items, and then this is going to be mob drops, and this is going to be valuables. But then this way, everything should be in range of all of our crafting stations. So the valuables are going to go in here. Let me actually dump that in this. And then that way, we can just do this. And then we're just gonna have to go back and forth and move all of our stuff. So this is gonna take probably a little bit. Oh, you know, we should actually just set that to the bunker portal. Let me me switch this so we don't forget. And then actually, can I just... Oh, where's my axe? Can we just like yoink? Perfect. And then that way we can just drop down to this floor here. Alright, so that's all of the ore. Well, actually, it's all the ore from down there, but we can still get the stuff from the main base. You know what? No, we'll finish this first, and then we can just take this portal out. So do we want to move? Let's take these. Okay, I think everything else is just blocks. Take the rubble. I actually didn't really plan out where to put the rubble. We'll put it back here. You know what? Actually, we should also build some chests that are out of the range. Do I not have any logs, or did I do something wrong? Why is that? Are there too many chests? Let me... Okay, there we go. That was the problem. What was I doing? Oh, making chests that are out of range. So let's put this up here then, I guess. Because there's no way that our workstations are going to be able to hit this. And then that way... Because I don't want to craft the glowing mushrooms into food because they're harder to find. And they don't regrow. You can grow regular mushrooms. And so I want to avoid eating the glowing ones. But I guess... How much of this do we want to take? I guess we could just do like a row. Alright, so we'll do one more, and then that'll be a full row of basalt cobble. God damn it. No, actually, we'll just do 3. And then we'll put some regular cobble just so we don't use up all of the basalt in crafting. We do want to have a little bit of the regular cobble here. What the hell is happening? Then... I'm gonna need to decide what to do with a lot of this stuff. So then I think we're gonna take this. Need to figure out like exactly how I want this storage system, because I don't know like how I want to sort things like this, because I've just been sorting items based on their category. Rather than like their specific items like I would with Minecraft. Like in Minecraft, I would store these each in their own like row of chests. But I'm not sure if I want to do that without having like hoppers and things like that. There is actually a hopper mod, which I guess we could try. But I'm just not sure if I want to store all of the wood together. Or if I want to just like make giant piles of wood. Because that was originally my plan, but thinking about it, it honestly might be better to just like take the effort to properly organize things. The issue would just be that like it would be kind of hard unless if I like do each of these rows like that, it would be kind of hard to... What the fuck was I doing? Why did I put the basalt on what is clearly the side for wood? God damn it. Where did this shit come from? Let's put all of this back over on this side where it actually belongs. But I just don't... I'm thinking that, like, I'm kind of leaning towards making a new, like, a second bigger storage space that's just not as easy to access, and it's like our long-term storage. Or if it's worth to just put everything in one spot. I'm gonna stop making that noise. I also need to fix the roof in a bunch of places like this where the slabs didn't place properly. I also need to fix the shroom light so they actually, and the glowstone so they actually give off light. But I guess for now we'll just stuff everything in the storage below here, and then we'll go from there to figure out whether we want to organize it more. Because otherwise I'm just gonna run back and forth through these portals and never actually put anything away. So god damn it. We could also like break it up by like the wood type, doing like hardwood, softwood, blackwood, deadwood, that kind of stuff. Or we could do it by individual wood types, so like the azure logs, the burnt logs, the crimson logs. Or we could just stuff everything together like we've been doing. Stuff would be drops, right? I mean, I guess not technically, but that's where I'm gonna put it for now. And I put the... How did I actually miss that? Am I blind, or is there not a single tanning rack in this room? Okay, so I completely forgot about tanning racks. Maybe we'll do it up here. That's gonna be one too wide. God damn it. No, and actually then in that case we'll just do two. Go like this. And then we'll put chest in the middle. Actually, I guess we don't need to put chest in the middle. I guess we don't really need more than one. Well, I guess we can have two because medium and heavy leather. Because we have like medium, heavy, and light, and we can only do 2 and 1. All right. Yeah, I think this should be the last of the wood. There might be some like random planks around that I'm missing. But I think in terms of like the actual logs and everything, we should have basically everything. And for decorations, I think so. I already forget. No, wait, this is valuables. Maybe we should make a separate row for decoration blocks, or maybe should we just put them in a different spot? I kind of want to keep all of my items stored together. That was kind of the idea here. Anything good to mark off deck? Let's try this. I forgot. Fuck. God damn it. I forgot that chests can't float. See, the problem is I don't think we have enough storage for like the stone blocks. Or like, I mean, I guess we haven't. Problem is there's just too many to store like this and have them each have their own. Bro, we're gonna need to build like a bigger storage down here or something if we want to have it more organized, I think. Where does sand go? I feel like it should go with the stone, but sand doesn't really fit in super nicely with this structure. Where should potions go? I'm gonna put them here for now. I don't actually know. Actually, no. It makes more sense to put them with food. I think eventually I'm gonna have to just go through and restructure how this works. This like storage system here, but for now this is gonna be good enough because it'll give me access to everything from my workstations. So it'll make crafting easy. Oh, I'll need to set up a proper storage area eventually, I'm sure. But this is what we're gonna go with for now. Chitin. Can I have more chitin? Like the leather and stuff? Why did I put that in the... No, we actually will move. put like the fabric kind of drops up here. I have a whole chest just for bones and one just for linen scraps. Actually, I'm not going to do a full chest right now. We'll do one chest for like... Alright, I think that's this entire floor. Guess we might as well grab these ones that came with the structure just so we have the chest. Reach that? I think we are gonna leave like this whole part of the base here. We can use this for stuff. I just want to make sure we have everything over at the new base now. We're almost there. I think we have like five, maybe six more chests. Almost there. We are so close. I think the only thing that should still be down here, I guess we can move this cobblestone. Like I said, I don't think I'm gonna move any of that right now. Do have more basalt. I think this is just gonna be our cobblestone storage. But then with that, that might be it. Why are you back? Well, in that case, I think we might be done with this. Like, I'm sure we'll find a use for this base eventually. Because, like, our portal room is still over here and everything. And our farm is still over here. And we got the gateway and everything up here. But we're gonna need to find a new use for this tower now that we've upgraded to the can you see it from here? Oh, that looks so, I haven't seen it from back here. God damn. Wasn't I crouching? What the fuck just happened? Well, look at how, I really wish that I had a zoom mod. Look at how ominous that looks in the background. That looks so fucking cool. And you can kind of see the portal. Yeah, wait. That's actually such an awesome visual. Maybe we should build more in the sky to like the left and right of it. Because like the original idea behind this base when I built it in Minecraft is that it's the bathhouse from Spirited Away, but combined with Howl's Moving Castle, but combined with the ship from the Atlantis movie. From that one 3D, 2D animated movie. No, it's Treasure Planet is what I'm thinking of. That's where like the boat came from. So the idea was it was like the Treasure Planet boat, but instead of just being a boat, it was also Howl's Moving Castle. And then the Howl's Moving Castle pirate ship crashed. I keep pressing my zoom button. I'm not playing Minecraft. Crashed into like the top of the bathhouse from Spirited Away, which is what this is. And then this is just Grian's portal from like Hermitcraft season 6 or something. And then there's a giant mushroom over there, but that's what like the core idea for this was. So this was meant to be like a flying ship that crashed into the base and then became part of the base. So maybe what we do is we build like a fleet of, we can do like Star Wars ships and stuff like that and build like ships in the air around it. And then when you're back at this base and you see it from the distance, what happened to my stamina? When you see it from the distance back here, you'll just like see these ships like slowly fade in through the air. That'll look really sick, actually. And then I don't know if I mentioned it, but this here is my planned, I'm gonna build some sort of a combination of the Poppy Playtime Factory and I guess like specifically like what's underneath the Pizzaplex in Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. Like how there's the original Freddy Fazbear Pizza underneath the Pizzaplex. I want to sort of build like the Playtime Factory, but then have like an abandoned area underneath where it has like the FNAF pizzeria. I think that's what my plan is for that area over there. I still can't get over how cool this looks though. We really need to fill in the space around it, but it's so cool to see this just in Hytale. But honestly, I think that might be, we have to fix this. I'm going to make some kind of like portal block, so this at least kind of looks like a portal. But I think that's where we're going to end it for tonight. So thank you everybody so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more. Check out the main channel for all of your full movies. Check out Cult Rising for all of your Cult Rising content. See you next time.